Drake has been caught stealing. We kind of used to that though. We've been saying it. Drake's whole career has been stolen. One can argue. First of all, happy Valentine's Day. Because it's Valentine's Day, we still want the drama. We still want to smoke it. Don't we love it? We love it. That's why it's Valentine's Day. We love. If you don't have a Valentine's, I'm your Valentine. Well, females. Hell no, nigga. I'm your Valentine's today. Black, white, Asian, don't matter. You got a nigga. You have a black person in Atlanta, that's your Valentine. So happy Valentine's Day. We going to Knox Hill for this. Why? Because Knox Hill surgical with this shit. We want to hear Knox Hill break it down. Drake accused of stealing from other artists. I have no idea what this is about to be, but we here for it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole video. Hopefully I do. I'm not standing up one time. Man, I got on Valentine's Day colors. Them the softest colors a nigga own. Hello. We ain't introing it. Straight to it. I don't think I introed in like 2 months. Hold on, let's go. Man, like the video and light up your lyrical weed. Man, like the video, bro. Like, let's get this video to 2,000. I know it ain't. I understand. Get it to 2,000. Wow. Come on. Let's go.
Are you struggling with reality? Does every time someone asks you to sing in a minor chord, you have the urge to phone a lawyer? Have all your ghostwriters gone on strike? Well, don't worry, because now's your chance to join the party next door. All you have to do is grab an album concept and just borrow it from another artist. It's not stealing. We're copyright lawyers after all. Paid for by the law offices of Lawbury. Shout out to Baca. We don't have a weird case around here. Well. It's that time. The long anticipated...
Hey, Knox Hill petty to the motherfucker. Knox is petty, bro. Let's go.
And promoed new collab album between Drake and Party Next Door. Some sexy songs for you.
I've never heard Party Next Door.
A lot of dollar signs and also some bunnies. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Well, in true Drake fashion, this album launch has started with no drama at all. Besides the fact that the brand new album cover and concept is claimed to be stolen by another Toronto artist who goes by the name of John River. Now, in the early hours yesterday, John took to his Instagram stories to go on a rant going after Party Next Door and OVO regarding the brand new album release, which then it felt like Mr. Mob Ties might have made a call because then John deleted his story. But by then the internet had already caught it, had already been sharing it and talking about it, which then led John to double back down, make sure he made a post out of it, and also repost it all to his story. So let's check out what he said and then we'll go from there. Party Next Door wanted to get on a call after my video went viral in the country. Now he's referring to his song Hope City 2. On this call that lasted around 2 hours, he told me he watched the video 20 times and me in front of the Monroe Towers was labeled new, innovative, and iconic. Now I actually lived in Mississauga for 6 months.
Hold on, did Drake steal it or did Party Next Door steal it or both of them? Drake been caught stealing a lot of SoundCloud rapper stuff, bro. Kendrick would never, and I just discovered Kendrick like this. I'm not, so I kind of feel a little fake, but I'm not because I call balls and strikes. But man, hearing Kendrick rap, I told y'all Kendrick would never, bro. Never. He rapped too much. Kendrick can't even give you 16. This nigga give you like 42 bars. It don't even make sense. But yeah, bro, here we go.
Months when I was over there playing on my contract. Mississauga is right next to Toronto, but one of the icons as you drive around Mississauga that everyone can see is those two towers.
Man, Mississauga would never be Mississippi, nigga. Let's go.
One of the icons as you drive around Mississauga that everyone can see is those two towers, the Monroe Towers. And John sets up his video in his framing so that he's performing in front of the two towers, but it looks like he's just as tall as the towers, sort of making a statement because he's from Mississauga, he's putting on for his hometown, and he's using that to represent his heart in his track. Why are you getting attention instead of me is exactly what he said. For over an hour, he then told me and tweeted and then deleted all those tweet and deleters, Drake knows all about them, that I needed to always pay him homage. You're young and you don't want to get blackballed. Really sounds like a threat there that you have to keep paying me homage and pay the king the toll. Like I'll continue to tax you. What in the racketeering's going on?
I beat Party Next Door ass. That nigga will be Party in another village. He had to change his whole name. Party on Another Universe. I would beat the shit, man. You ain't for nigga. That's why God always got my back and he never put me in these situations. Man, I will fight any one of these artists, nigga. Let's go.
Going on here in the music industry. The rest of the call, he was fixated on every aspect and detail of my video, the towers, and my vision for the city. Multiple people were present. I told him I respect his music, but homage was strange.
Homage was strange. Now, facts. Hold on. Damn, Knox, you gonna make a nigga read? When another OVO artist asked to sit down, he also began asking in depth about me. Tomorrow, oh shit, that's maybe the same thing.
I would never ever claim a freestanding building as my own. Now this is key because this is what a lot of Drake defenders were saying and were pointing out, and we'll get to that. We'll compare the artwork. But anyways, telling someone after obsessing over their work, you want to be involved, dissecting it, being rejected, and then stealing their identity and reselling it as your own is insane. Taking this further or any other direction will be painted as crashing out. I don't want anything. The Bible says, speak truth against injustice, defend the poor, and fear no man. I don't care about anything else. Everybody says don't sell your soul in this music industry, and yet when you speak up against something clearly immoral and wrong, they rush to protect the same predators they warn you about. Very interesting that he uses...
He preaching. Hey, that boy got bars. Who did? I might have to go listen to this nigga. What's his name? Magumi? What this nigga name is? Who they steal from, bro?
The word predators here. Obviously, we all know the Kendrick Lamar situation and the tie-ins there and the accusations on that end. Allegedly. Sorry, we don't want to
Yeah, allegedly. Go allegedly.
I love my city. They know where I'm headed and believe in my potential. Nothing else needs to be said. Now let's take a look side by side at the two images. Now, to be completely objective, if you step back and you look at it, there's no way that you can claim copyright here. This would never stand up in a lawsuit. There is...
You gotta know, even if this dude wouldn't and he don't sue or nothing, that let you know you doing the right thing. What's his name? Big Dog. You know you doing the right thing because clearly they took your shit. If yours dropped first and they never did, nah, hell no. And they reached out to you and y'all got communication, oh man.
There is a lot of marked differences between John's image and Drake's in Party Next Door's. Obviously, John is filming during the day. The lighting of his shot is very different. It's using warm colors, whereas Drake is filming at nighttime. You've got the winter, the snow happening, the fur coats on. It's a very different aesthetic, very different setup. One is winter and dark, one is summer and bright. Just two totally different emotions and feelings from it when comparing the art and looking at it side by side. Also, as John very smartly points out, and a lot of people have pointed out, like, you don't own the Monroe Towers, right? That's an icon in Mississauga that everyone always tries to take pictures in front of. If you're a
I never saw this shit day in my life, bro.
Take pictures in front of
Mississauga.
Like, they stand out amongst the surrounding cityscape. Like, it's always those towers that everybody can see that I talked about while driving. You always want...
Knox, we want you to talk about the other rappers he stole from. I thought we was gonna go through a conglomerate. All right, Mississauga definitely got his album work stole.
Take a picture in front of those towers. So he's not the first person to film.
Hold on, if people get caught stealing like this, how many other small ass artists did people steal from? Make you think. How many small people without a voice did you steal from that maybe don't have a platform, or people like, yeah, right, you got like 1,300 followers, bro. Sure, he stole y'all. An artist stole some from me one time. I very rarely talk about it. And the reason I know he stole it and why it's so clear as day is because we recorded in the same studio. We had the same producer and we recorded on the same exact microphone, and our music was stored on the same exact disk space. His name is Young Jeezy. I ain't gonna even, a lot of people don't even know it because why? I didn't have a huge following, and I'm smart enough to know I'm not gonna be the compulsive liar, and I'm not gonna be proving it to every nigga I tell it to, so you might well not even say it. So, and we'll go about that in details another day. But yeah, man, me and Jeezy, shouts out to Patchwork Studio, and shouts out to my boy Nico who produced both of us. That shit happened to me. Man, I was mad as fuck. Only reason I couldn't do nothing, cause I was in Atlanta with just a couple of us, and BMF at the time was real big. I needed 50 then. 50! Where was you when they was stealing my shit? But here we go, bro.
Film in front of those towers, to take pictures in front of those towers that way, to position himself in this way. But if you want to talk similarities, what I do find interesting is obviously if you look at like the curve of Drake going over his shoulder, it's similar to the curve of John and his shoulder, and the way that the towers just curve into it. It's almost like the towers kind of fit the body texture and the outline of the individual standing in front of him.
Knox breaking these niggas down to the goddamn core value, molecular structure, down to the gristle. Shit! Knox, I'm staying on your good side. I don't need you doing my life like this, dog. For real. This nigga he breaks shit down.
In front of it. And that's the way that John positioned himself. And that's also the way similar to how Drake is positioned too. Or Party Next Door. Actually, I can't, like, it's a little blurry, the hand. I can't tell which is which here, but I'm gonna go with Drake on that one. I think Drake would be rocking the white furs. Just trying to get in touch with his true side.
Definitely Drake in the white fur. Oh, wow.
But again,
When you got a white dude troll you for being white, they let you know it ain't even about being white no more. It's about an identity crisis between Drake. Drake pick and choose which side he want to use. And if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I probably would do the same shit. In arguments, man, if I'm white and black, man, I'm black and I'm here to tell you, bro, I don't feel, bro, I'm white and I'm here to tell, bro, you catch me around the corner, I'll be both of them. Black, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Again, if you zoom out from the situation and if you step back, at this moment, it's still a very he said, she said, and it just depends on who you're going to believe. Because again, John doesn't own this concept. It's not completely original to John. But it would be one thing if Drake and Party Next Door came up with this album cover and then posted it and John said, oh, they're stealing from me. But there's no pattern. There's no history of established connection between OVO and between John. What makes the situation really interesting and what turns heads for me and is worth investigating is because there is an established connection between Party Next Door and between John, because Party Next Door has seen John's video. Party Next Door liked that video so much that he felt the need to speak to John about it, to pick his mind about it.
That's a fact.
Right? To acknowledge that he's watched it many, many times. So you do have that precedent and that acknowledgement, and it doesn't take a genius to go, oh, now he's followed through on this concept. He's acknowledged that he's watched.
Kendrick, put on your lyrical cape, nigga. We need some wops for John. Hashtag wops for John. Quick, someone get Kendrick. Drake back at it again. They stealing from this nigga named John from Mississippi, Miss Wanda. Oh my God. Nigga Drake. Kendrick coming. All right, now we go.
He's watched that video a ton, that he's a huge fan of it, that he wants to mimic John, that he wants to understand what made John so successful with that video. And look, now all of a sudden, those principles are being applied to his art. And I don't care what anybody wants to argue. Like, that's just using basic deductive logic and the powers of deductive reasoning to get there. And if this narrative is true, with Party Next Door saying stuff like, you're young, you don't want to get blackballed. Like, that's just classic manipulation right there. Which, again, would it be illogical to look at if he's already trying to manipulate John in this way?
You see how people use their power to get blackballed? And I'm telling you right now, that's why y'all gotta stay lifting weights. If you listen to lyrical niggas, get some lyrical rap, get some lyrical muscles, nigga. Cause if a nigga tell you that he gonna blackball you, he probably already gonna blackball you at the best of his ability and his network. So you might as well black his eyes. That's all I'm saying. So you're right. Since I'm blackballed, let me let you get the what's his name, Ari Spears eyes. We gonna have to Ari Spear your eyes, my boy. What? You're gonna be cooned up. You're gonna be looking like a raccoon for the rest of your existence. Or you're gonna be eating chicken noodle soup through straws. Anyhow, you can't blackball me and just walk off into the sunset. No, that ain't how this works.
This way, right? And that's how he's looking at it. And even statements like, why are you getting attention instead of me? That just puts you in a very narcissistic mind frame. And that to me suggests a character of someone who would have no problem stealing someone else's art, stealing someone else's concepts. And John also mentioned that OVO tried to sign him. They wanted him to be a ghostwriter for them. So you definitely have this precedent set and this past connection between OVO and between John.
Bro, I applied for another card. The reason I keep looking to the right, these niggas keep running my credit. Boy, I'm gonna cuss this nigga out. Ha! 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 Man, every time I look up Experian, Credit Karma, Experian, Equifax, oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga, man. My credit score probably like, what the fuck was Betty's football number? Man, I probably got a 30. What the fuck was Betty's? My fucking credit score at Betty's now, bro. At least it ain't so niggas wearing 11s. Hold on, man. Shit, Knox. Nigga, I'm talking about credit with Knox in front. Knox, I need a cosigner, nigga. Holler at me up offline. Let's go.
John. But the smoking gun for me would be receipts now. If John brings receipts of an established connection to the table, and this is the difficulty, because at the time you do something and maybe you're starstruck and you're enamored. Like you hop on a Zoom call, you hop on a Skype call, you might not think, oh, I should take a screenshot of this, or I need to record this or write down details of it, because it's all happening so fast. It's all happening in the moment. And you don't think someone is approaching you with bad intentions. You don't think someone has that intent. Obviously, this has now happened after the fact. and after the situation. And hindsight's always going to be 2020. So I don't know if receipts do exist, but if they do, then this is the perfect time for John to come forward with them, and that would very much substantiate his claim. And then back.
Knox, I'm with you. He's stealing. I thought we was gonna get to the a lot of the songs that Drake got caught stealing on, but we didn't. However, this was very good noted. Hashtag WAPs for John. John got to get his WAPs back. That's all I'm saying. Knox, that's the way to report, my boy. I might start doing reactions to Knox all the time. I like the way he break down shit. Is it another video y'all want me to watch of Knox that he break down some lyrics or something? Because, nigga, I'm not never breaking down no lyrics like that. I'd rather watch another nigga do it because I'm not doing it. No, sir. I don't know how many kids Knox got. I don't know what Knox do. I don't know. We don't know how much weed he smoked, the level of the weed. Nigga, it's different. That's all I'm saying. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm thinking about pushing the live back that was scheduled for today because I forgot it was Valentine's Day. I'm thinking about pushing it back till tomorrow. So maybe we do the live tomorrow. I don't know. Still debating. Outro.
Take me down. Baby, look, we flying like some millionaire. Just name a place we can take it there. Shots got us moving like some maniacs.